Hi, Carol here, and welcome to my craft room. This is take number, I'm not going to tell you because it's embarrassing. Something happens on every take, it seems. On Saturday from today, I can't seem to get this video to be up and running. So let's give it a go again. This is due to an error. Number one, I broke the rung on my chair halfway through my video trying to push myself up. That was no good. I had to stop the video there. But the rest was just little boo-boos that I did, like spilling my glitter. You'll see glitter everywhere. And, you have to put those caps back on right away. So anyway, the card challenge that I've entered is over on Stamp Nation and Catherine Pooler's site, and you have to have a red card. So I'm going to incorporate a whole lot of techniques as well as different embellishments and different mediums in this card. I wanted to challenge myself to see how many I could get in one card. So the first thing we're going to need is white card base, 5.5 by 7 inches. Gina K, 120-pound cardstock, cut 7.5 across, or 7 inches across by 5.5. And then you're going to need a strip of lace. I chose this one because I have bolts of it that I got for a really good deal on one of my hauls. You'll see that. I'm using the permanent sticky back adhesive sheets. Something just fell. I don't know what it was. That's okay. If I need it, I'm sure I'll be looking on the floor for it. So you're going to be using these again. Now, glitter, I picked red glitter. My red for my alcohol, I'm going to use some blending solution and do the alcohol inks. This is watermelon and slate, the two of those. My Martha Stewart glitter is right here in garnet. And let's see, I cut out, I'm doing another technique, which is the bevel card technique. So let me get this out of the way. I'm hoping things are going to go well because I have my pink cashmere sweater on again. Just took it out of the dryer. Oh, it feels so warm. And anyway, let's see, that threw my train of thought because yes, I do put it in the dryer with 2 dryer sheets, just this, for like 3 minutes just to get the static out of it because I have a lot of static in my house. So anyway, yeah, I always laugh because every time I'm doing a video I seem to have this sweater on, but it's cool in my room and this sweater's nice and warm. So if you're doing a 7-inch card by 5.5, you're going to do it 5.5 inches long by 8 inches across, and then scored at 1/4 inch on each side of your acetate, which gives you a 3/4 inch bevel to be able to put yummy goody yumminess underneath for your embellishments. Okay, I just saw something there. I want to get it off right away, or I'm going to have to redo this. See if it comes off. Yes. Okay. Now, to set that up, I use the Stampin' Up. Boy, there's hardly anywhere to put anything. The texture plate, the Love texture plate. I ran it through the Big Shot on a black sheet of Stampin' Up paper, a 1/16 of an inch in. I used, let me see, Versamark, and then I used white embossing powder, and it came out beautiful. I love this plate, and it's no tabs with just one clear plate on top of this texture plate and run it through. It comes out beautifully. Then you just put your sprinkle on your white embossing powder, so that's ready to go. That's going to be for the front of the card. The inside of my card is that technique I use all the time with the glitter, and that is the dryer sheet technique. Here's where my mistake came in. Because I'm adding, the texture sheet is not the 7 inches, okay? So I had to add a piece. And because I didn't get them well enough across, and it's so fine, I mean, doesn't that look like lace right there? There's no lace on that. It's just glitter and the sticky. But you can see that line. I can't do that. So I'm going to pull my line onto the lower half or this side, because the other technique I decided to use was vellum. All of these different kinds of papers. So I've already used the acetate, I've used the sticky adhesive, I've used the black cardstock. I cut out the Stampin' Up! Hearts, number 2, 3, and 4, to get 2 hearts and 2 pieces of vellum. This vellum is going to be on the outside of the heart, and one is for the inside of the heart, so that I can do the alcohol ink. So these are all the textures. I wanted to see how many, like I said, I could do in one card. Now this is the vellum. I used Heidi Swapp hearts and used my golden texture paste and did that yesterday. And then I stamped from the Stampin' Up! 10-year, oh, I don't want that to go, just a second, anniversary stamp from 1998. It's called Kindness Shared. It is one of my favorite stamps. It's just gorgeous. Look at it. And it has another stamp that I have out that's not in that set. So I stamped it out with Versamark. I used black embossing powder. I colored one on the back with Copics, and I tried a little bit of the Inktense pencil. See how intense that is? Really beautiful stuff. Did one corner like that, and then I fussy cut. You want to have the heart done fussy cut so that you have a, what do you call it there? Yikes. To go over top so that you can stamp the next image without hitting the area. It'll come to me. And a mask. See, it doesn't take me long. And then I fussy cut 5, 6, or 7 of these with cherry cobbler. These are the corner stamps. Okay, and I fussy cut them with the best scissors ever. And I'm going to show you which scissors I used. I was in Michael's months ago, and these were on sale at the front desk. They were $30-something. They're embroidery scissors, 4-inch. They're the best fussy cut scissors I've ever used. I'm not kidding. Like, look at that shine. Oh yes. If you see these, I grabbed the 2. They're $5 each, so I grabbed 2, the last ones. I generally leave one, but my friend likes scissors. She has a scissor fetish like I do. I seem to buy everything that's out there. So I fussy cut them with that. And then I took some of Stampin' Up! Dies, this I Love You, with the narrow dies, your thin dies, your thinlets. And let's get going. I think that's just about it. So I want to correct this mistake on this card. And that's the inside. That's that line. And I'll show you why. If this was going on like this, I could pretty well hide it. But because this is going on down at the bottom like that, I have the line there and I can't deal with that. So I'm going to try and get my line in another spot. So I'm going to make this as my spare card. But it's so pretty to me. It looks just like lace. This would be good for a mixed media project on your canvas. I'm going to do that next time. But see how I spilt glue. I spilt my whole bottle of glitter. I was doing another project this morning for somebody, and I had to use orange and red to make flames. And I spilt the orange all over the place. So I want this off my mat. Excuse me a minute. I don't want this on the front of my card. Let's see. Let me grab a cloth. It would be better than my fingers. Here we are. And let's get all that glitter and stickiness out of the way to begin. Move my mask over and let's give it a go. So here is, I took runner and I glued it down here to put my double-sided tape. Now I have to think, where do I want the line to be? So I want it over here. So I am going to completely cover this side. Let's see. Sorry. Lift it up. Don't get it down right away. Okay, let me sit down. I think it's easier to get all this glitter. I'm going to have to vacuum this room up. My shattered nerves, it's everywhere. Okay. So I have no rung to lift myself up on this chair. I guess I had too many grilled cheese this last week because I broke it. All right, so let's start here. You can always cut it off. So it's better to be, oh, that's not going anywhere now. I have a little bit up there, but that's all right. So there. So when I put my vellum down, you're not going to see the line underneath here, which is perfect. So this is a beautiful technique for you to do. I just want to make sure. There. Okay. And we'll cut this off. I'm going to get it as close as possible. This is what uses up your time. Right here. You want to really butt it up against there, which that isn't. Sorry, I want to get it right as close as I can. Oh, I can't get it up anymore. So let's go like that. Grab some large scissors, and we're on our way to constructing my challenge card. There's some wonderful prizes to be had as well, but there's some wonderful talent over there. So I'm not expecting to win, but I am expected to participate. And that's the key, participation. It isn't about the winning. I want to get that glue off the back. There we are. Beauteous. And you can't be, you know, you don't want to get intimidated, and sometimes I do. I see these challenges, and I see the amazing talent out there, and, you know, I think, you know what, I haven't reached that level yet. I'm not going to enter that, but that's not a good thing. So what? You're never going to reach that level if you're not going to keep trying, right? So I just said, no, I'm going to do this red challenge card and be happy about it. There we are. So you have down your adhesive strip. I'm trying to grab the cloth here, and you want to have it securely down there, but at the same time, when you pick it up, when you do this technique, be very careful not to be fast to bring up the glue. So I glued it down with my runner. Now let's take it off slowly, like this. Oh, beauteous. Okay, we've got one, and then let's pick it up from here. Where's my pokey tool? I know it's around here somewhere. Yikes. Maybe that's what fell. That's probably what fell. So I'll try and do it without it. And there we are. See how you have that line there? There's no way of getting around it if you use two sheets. So now let's get this on. How do I want this to go? I think I'll cut it off, and I'll do it so that I have one in the middle. Oh, I should have thought this out. Sorry. I'm going to go one along the bottom, like this. Now the key with this is not pressing it very hard on your surface, because you will lift the glue up. I found that out on one of my takes. I had half the glue remaining. So just cut this off like this. Oh, I've got sticky on my scissors. There we are. And then on the top piece, excuse me, I'll have to grab another sheet, another piece off the roll. I bought these rolls way back when from a drugstore that had tons of supplies. Yes, it was. There it is. There we go. And so for some reason, I think they had it out, they had bought it from a bigger city and they just wanted to get rid of all these bolts. So I bought it up for a fantastic price. So I'm really happy about that, but I have to use it. I've got to start using it. I've got bolts and bolts of all this lace, like beautiful bolts of lace, all different patterns, all different kinds. And this technique, it's nice to look at your pattern to see. So I think what I want to do here is match it up this way so I have diamonds right there. Should I do it that way? Or should I turn it around like this? I'm sorry. See, it's because I'm so fussy. No. I'm going to have red go in those squares like diamonds. I like that. Okay, there we are. Just nice, hardly patted on there, as you see. Take our scissors again. Let's cut it out. Or maybe we don't have to. Let's try it without it. Okay, so let's get our glitter. Here's the glitter page I was using. I hope this doesn't run into 2 videos because I have a lot of techniques I'm going to be using, so it probably will be 1 and 2. Let's grab this. Now I was going to use black as well, but I changed my mind. I want just the red on the inside. Excuse me a minute, I'm going to go like this, okay? So let's start at the top. Then we will paint it on because I want everywhere to have glitter. Okay, get a paintbrush and start painting it on. There. This technique is so beautiful. It looks like you actually have the lace on there, and it's not even on there. It's just embedded into this wonderful. All right, I used it all up, so let's see. I am going to grab my paper. No, I'm going to do it properly. I'm not going to try no new techniques here. Let's bring it down like that. Put it back in. There we are. And this was full, so you know how many times I tried this and then just wasn't working out. So it will now. It's this side that's missing some here. Beauteous. All right, let's take this and wait till you see this. You've seen me do this in many videos. I have over 400, I think, videos out, but I had to take 300 of them off. So I bought that machine where you back up, a backup thing, and now I have them backed up, but I need to put them back on because people want to see these different techniques and they're not on my computer. I was trying to save space until I get my own laptop. I'm not using the business one. There we are. Wait till you see this. And this does not come off. Once this is down, trust you me, this is permanently on there. So let's take that off. And you get to use this again. I will put it in a baggie because it does have glitter on it. And there you have it. Let's, oh, don't touch the glue yet. The reasoning for the black is I was going to put it on the glue parts that are left open, but I am going to do it with white powder glitter because I want it to stay reasonably red. You hardly get any off of this. Okay, there we go. And then I'll have to, because if you touch it right, it is sticky. So I'm going to have to put something on the white sticky. Tell me that's not beauteous. Look. Looks just like lace. And there's nothing on there but glitter in your pattern. So I'm going to remove this and I'm going to grab some white glitter. And we will my carpet, oh my, glitter mania. But I'm going to vacuum, so that's just what happens. There we go. My Dyson will pick that up like nothing. Got that for last Christmas, best gift ever. Okay, look at, can you see? Hardly anything on there, so let's grab another sheet just in case there's any crumbs left over. And these static things from Costco sheets that I use when I wash my Harley, because on my bike you don't want to have any scratches, and these are beautiful, beautiful cloths. You get 20 or 30 of them. 20 I think to a package. Okay, so yeah, we're going to do this in 2 takes. Let's see, I'll grab my glitter. Oh, I can see the white right there. Yep. And then this white will pick up the stickiness that's left over on there, so, and it'll still look like a lace pattern. So I'm going to need another sheet of paper. Any paper, Carol, just grab a sheet of paper. Don't be fussy here. Okay, so let's put that underneath. And then you're just going to put this on top so it sticks to your, you know, if anybody touches this, it sticks to the glue that's there. There you have it. Move it down like this. And, oh, it brings that white up beautifully. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And now none of it, and I am telling you, this does not come off. Look at, and I'm using it right over top of the white. So, let me just fold this up. Okay, and this is the pattern I want for the inside of my card. Is that not so pretty? And really, it's on there. So you have nothing sticky, nothing glittery. Great. You have glitter, but you don't have glitter. So I'm going to rub it one time with my cloth. Look at, nothing came up. That's nice. All right, now I'm going to take this. Don't want to change my thoughts, but I have to double side tape this, and I'm going to put black on top of my vellum on these hearts to match there. So I want this to go down. This is the inside right there. So let's use some double-sided tape, thin, because I'll have to cover it with something. I was thinking of glue dots, but honestly, let me think here. Yeah, I'm not going to do the glue dot thing. You can see the lace through it. You can see the lace up here. I'm just looking at that to see if there's anything else I want to do before I start putting it down. I think I'll leave that for now. We'll start on the outside. I have to think on this. I do want these hearts black, the ones that are raised up with the Heidi Swap stencil. but I'm not quite sure on the color of this red, whether I want to deepen it. So let's move on. But that is the inside of the card right here. So that's technique, one of the techniques. Okay, so let's turn it over like this, and we are going to start the front, which is right here. And here is the front. So I am going to, here is my bevel that's going underneath there like this. So I have that much of a bevel, like that. And let's get working on this. I was just looking at it to see if I wanted to put red glitter on the sides here on the front to match the inside. And I just may do that around the edges. I think that would be pretty. Let me see my strips, what I'm having to work with if I do that. Yep, I think it'd be good. So you're not going to see, let's just make a mask around the outside. And I think I do want it just on the sides. So you want it fairly straight. So let's make two like this. I'm going to put nothing on the top, just on the sides. So let's stick it down with your runner. I have 2 minutes left. I don't even know how these are still here because I used so much of this glue, it was crazy. Alright, so let's stick this down to just where the glue is. That way if I cut it on the outside, it'll be perfectly straight, even though it looks crooked there, but you're not going to see it underneath. Let's make sure the top is fairly even. And there we are. We're going to do some alcohol inks on the hearts for this side, and you have yourself a blessed day. I am coming back. I'm going to go down and download this and get the video up. There we are. Isn't that pretty? I just love this technique. And you know what? When you start card making, you always, the first thing I bought was glitter. And now I have so much glitter that I don't use enough of it, but the techniques are endless on there to use this type of this type of technique with your permanent adhesive strips. All right, so we have that, and I am going to go and put the red on here, and I am going to have you follow me on this journey of this card. Okay. I'm not going to just have this one and then just show you it done. I want to show you how I did it. So let's take the top off, and this is just going to run itself out. I'll run downstairs and download it. Here we are. You have to make sure that glue is on there. So in the last 20 seconds, I'll be fighting with this to get it up. And I'm going to actually run. No, I think I'm good like that. So I'm going to let you stare at this while I'm leaving, and then I'll be back. So pretty. 4 seconds.